Hi, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. This is Tracey Brown coming to you today to do your 12 month spread in 2020. How is Gemini today? What's around my Geminis? Let's take a look. What's around my Geminis for 2021? I think I said 2020. 12 month spread for 2021. Please, God, talk to me about Geminis. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Geminis are your loves. They're your children. They're your beloved. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 For the final outcome, I'm using the hoodoo spread. So I'm going to pull it in advance. Let's see what they have to say for my Geminis. I'm going to pick you in the middle. All right, let's just go up like that. I don't know what it says, but it looks good. All right, Geminis, what's around you? Geminis, the sun is surrounding you. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, the answer is yes. Is there a lot of money in the beginning? The answer is no. But money is there. Infinity of money is there. So the answer is yes. Don't worry about money. There's a home here or family matters. There's joy around home or family. There's a potential for purchase of a home even. Whatever this is, it's anything under the roof of your home is good, right? Even if money is not the best, what's under your roof is good. It's two different things. So remember what's good, even if this fluctuates. Even if money fluctuates, this is good. And the sun tells me you're going to be fine, Gemini. There is some temperance going on that you're going to feel around April, the beginning of spring. There's some temperance going on. It definitely is a decision. It's a decision that you're not that crazy about. And it's a decision that will bring about massive, massive change. Massive change. The decision will bring good change, even if you're tempered about making this decision. It's still a good thing, all right? And then there's some good news coming through, all right? I could say this is a child as well, but for right now, the first thing Spirit gave me was good news. And it's very good creative news. So if you have a creative bone in your body, go for it. If you want to become an entrepreneur, do it. This is about your creativity, the magic in you. What is it? Where is it? And please explore it and bring it out of you. All right? No longer being tempered and waiting to do something. Like you want to do it, but sometimes it's not the right thing to do. Whatever that means for you, Gemini. But it's the right time to do this. Because this, when you decide to make a move, fosters massive, massive change. And it could be in a creative sense. Massive change. Massive. This kind of change means by this time next 2022, you will be a totally different person. For the greater good, remember, because the sun is here. So it's for the greater good, but I'm stuttering now. I really feel like you're going to say, remember last year when we were so broke and the COVID and oh my God, we didn't know how we were going to get through. And for the men, it's going to be like, I didn't know what I was going to do in 2021. And look at me now. But whatever decision you make here facilitates massive, massive change for the greater good. All right, so good. Gemini, you're good for the first half of the year. Let's look at the second half. Massive change. This could be money. Remember, because not much money here. So this could be money. Or it could be a runaway wheel. It could be a runaway concept. It could be bigger than you. Right? Because then I get the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles means lack of faith somehow. Not faith in God, not faith in Jesus, not faith in your highest authority. All of a sudden, there's a lack of faith in the process. All right? But the ships are coming in, and you can't stop this. So, something changes massively, right? The ships are coming in. It could involve a lot of money. It really could. Or it could involve a runaway train that you can't stop, which isn't a bad thing. It's just you can't stop this. Which means all of a sudden the faith in what you're doing, something about having faith in this is like you want to get out. Like I want to get off this train all of a sudden. But it's a fast-moving train, a fast-moving concept, a fast-moving entity. Let's see. You have enough strength to carry this. You do. You're very strong, Gemini. You can carry this. The Lover's card means it's a good card. Partnering up with others. It's a good card. And then a lot of negotiation with others. This feels like others. To kind of look at what 2021 has brought, which would be good things. But is it your optimum best thing? Does that make sense? It'll bring amazing things, but is it you? Is it optimum you? And that's what you're going to begin to question for 2022. But you're going to see this change in the last 3 months inside of you. So in the beginning, you'll be like, oh my God, look at this. This is amazing, blah, 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 blah. Got a new job. A lot of the readings have been, money or job related for 2021. So it's going to be the main focus. I want to do readings on other things, but I can only do what Spirit tells me. And this too feels like job related. But it also feels like, although this could be amazing, all of a sudden you could question, is this you? Is this me? And you'll start to step back to look at it. Because although something is amazing, is it amazingly you? And this is where you begin to question what you're going to do in 2022. The thing that's really important here is that this is not that. This is about your identity. This is about your direction and your identity. And are you going with the masses or are you an individual? And it might turn out in the beginning, there's these masses that everybody falls under the same umbrella. And then as you move forward, the lack of faith could be something's wrong with these people. Like, this is a good concept, but these people are ruining it. And then you have to step back. And although I promise you, it looks good, you begin to question what good means to you. And then you start looking at it. Now I know what the lovers mean, because lovers tend to mean, like, you begin to look at what you're involved in, and you begin to find an alternate course. And then you start to discuss the alternate course with someone. And then you try to figure out, is creating an alternate course good and correct for you? You absolutely do know by the end of the year, by the last 3 months, this isn't working for you. Like, you know this. But it's good. But something's wrong. I gotta give you a good example. It's kind of like, okay, I'll give you a good example. It's kind of like joining a club and everybody's crocheting. And you love to crochet and everybody loves to crochet. And the more you sit in this club and go to the club, you love it. You absolutely love it. It just brings you such joy. Until you find out there's a woman in the club that's crazy. There's a man in the club that is nuts, right? And you begin to question, like, who am I sitting next to? Like, you would do something like that? Male or woman? Male club or female club? And you'd be like, but that's crazy. Why would you do something like that? Only to discover, not only is that person crazy, but this person's crazy and that person's crazy. And then you begin to realize, what the hell? What did I join? And yet somehow this club has found a way to make money and brought you in and made you believe that because this money's coming in, you need us, even if we're crazy. Does that make sense? And yet, the more you sit in this, you begin to realize, I can't go to the club today because I think they might be crazy. And then you figure out what you've joined, you could do on your own. You figure out, I could just do this myself. And then you start to discuss it with others on creating your own. And that's when you're like, the money's not worth it. That's when you're going to see, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth the cash, the money, the whatever comes through this project at work. You know, I can't do this with you people. But I could do it on my own. And I can figure out that they brought me in because they needed something from me. So if I take my skills and build me, I'm going to make my own money. I'm going to do this. And by the way, it's okay to be this. Whatever this is, a lot of people seem to think that we need to do this as a group type of thing. But in the long haul, you're going to discover you're okay by yourself. You're okay to build your own group, your own team. And that's when you take off. You got there. It's hard to get there. A lot of money around you. A lot of money. And a lot of abundance, although this also means a pregnancy card. and a lot of money. It's not going to be easy work, though, but it's going to be work that you love, which is the difference. And yet, everything you do or touch will bring in money. More money, or people that have money. Contracts, even. It's really good. Fire sign woman around you or earth sign man around you. I see contracts around you, and it's right underneath the pregnancy card. Or it could be contracts around you that begot another contract, that begot another contract. So it's just, it looks like a trifecta of you. In terms of having this as an entity, and then having this as an entity, and then having this as an entity. There's just three things that could, be meaningful for you. But you're going on a journey. 2021 is your journey. Let me add this. If anyone wants to be with the fire sign woman, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, go with her. But I want to add, I really want to say, if anybody wants to be with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man, go with him. I really want to add that. Even though he comes in the past, it's okay. It's okay that he comes in the past, because the middle card is what matters. Also, still could be a group, maybe a party of three. Ultimately, I'm not saying in the beginning, I think ultimately, or dwindle down to a party of three. Yeah, party of three. Yeah, party of three. Step right in. If there's anything that you change your mind about mid-year, try to keep it a little under wraps. Try not to tell too many people. But I have to tell you, by this time next January is really your year. The 12 months of 2021 is the conceptual year that will bring in money. It's the conceptual year. The year is 1 year from now. Geminis, you seem to be doing fine. Go figure. I don't go figure, but you seem to be doing, you're going to be fine for 2021. All you have to do is step in and be about it. And I don't see Geminis having problems. Okay, final outcome. Final outcome. The glasses are dirty. Mother of baskets. Oh. What's that board around her? Do you remember that board? I never understood that number board. What's that board? Mother of baskets. Who is she? Let's see who she is. She's kind of young to be a mummy. All right, let's see. Mother of baskets. The plant is wormwood. And it says Corey Russell was the first known author of a hoodoo dream book in the early 19th century and is depicted here as the mother of baskets. Oh, who knew that? According to legend, Chloe was a Fulani woman born in 1745 who was abducted from Africa at age 9 and enslaved in Virginia. After being freed by her captor, she worked for 30 years as a seer. Wow. There are doubts that Chloe ever existed, but that just adds to the mystery. Planetary magic squares have been popular with occultists for centuries, and as root workers began to have more access to Western occult knowledge, many began to incorporate them into their work. This one is the square of the moon. The Mother of Baskets represents the archetype of the compassionate mother. On the positive side, she is empathetic, supportive, psychic, introspective, spiritual, intuitive, and loving. On the negative side, she is needy, emotionally unstable, impractical, crybaby, or pushover. In a reading, if she doesn't represent a literal person with these qualities, then she represents these attributes. So let's remember, Gemini, we're going to stay on the positive side. Remember, you have a twin. But let's stay on the positive side of the twin. Let's control the negative side of Gemini. So the positive side would be empathetic, supportive, psychic, introspective, spiritual, intuitive, and loving. How cool is that? All right, Geminis, thank you for putting up with me. You're amazing, and I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Take it easy. Bye. Oh, wait, no. If any Gemini would like to elaborate, TraceyBrownlive.com, or text me to elaborate on anything that I said, 213-458-7408. Thanks, guys. Bye. Yes. Exit. Exit. Yes.